This is Sakara Strikes Blaze, Oxygen Not Included, episode 43. Hello, everybody, and let's jump into this. Okay, so the first thing I've noticed is that we're gonna have a problem right here. It's not getting cold enough. So in my plumbing here, we've already got the ethanol ready to go here. I think I need to go in here or break into here and fix this to make it so that it plumbs the right way. So we're gonna go in here. We're gonna go in here and fix this. And then the next thing that I want to do is, so I want it to go, and I need to do this the right way. We need a bridge to go across here, and then down. How do I want this bridge to go? This to be priority, and then it to go this way. Like that. We want this to be the priority, and this to be the bridge. And if that's not that, then that's all right. All right. So when we fix this, and I don't care that we pop out some steam. It's gonna be bad, but it's not gonna be terrible. We're probably gonna put more liquid into it than we're getting out of it. I also want to turn this, and we're gonna like minus 100 on this. So send a green signal above that. We're gonna make this thing run pretty hard. Well, I can. I had too much liquid here. Yeah, you nerds. I mean, there's nothing I can do about that. I really should probably lock everything that is below here off and make it open with suits. You're complaining that you're cold? Okay. And then the next thing is that we need to get rid of this liquid bridge. Oh, yeah. And then the next thing that we need is to solidify that bridge right there. Okay. That done, we're going to let in some of this stuff here. This should get it on nice and ready. And unfortunately, I know for a fact we're going to take damage here. Because these little petroleum blobs are going to come out because we're going to freeze this thing. Yep. Okay, new printables are available. We're going to just using that ethanol is the best case scenario for that. Here, looking over here, we need fertilization, but otherwise everything is 30C and pretty nice and steady here. These might be a little cold. But this Dreco, when he starts doing his thing, is gonna start making lots of plastic for us. How far does that miss? Misses those two. Okay, let me go back down here and take a look at this so that it doesn't go off without our approval. Clear that off. Break it, destroying all these little petroleum pieces here. Just fill it up completely with with ethanol. And we're gonna need more ethanol here. I don't know what I'm doing right here. I'm just trying to make it so they don't ever have to go into this little pool of water. All right. So now we just got ethanol in here, and that's going to make this little brick really, really cold. We still have to build on this, to fix this. Okay. So they're going to continue working on that for a second. And I also am looking up here to watch them dig up here. We're going to have to get up here pretty quick because I think we're losing oxygen to it. But because of this, we're not losing a whole lot because there's like a little gap right here. Okay. Over here, our radbolt. Ooh. Go ahead and do that. Radbolts are up to 1700. They're cooking. We have a full, like they're fully taking care of themselves with this setup here, with just a little bit of power help here. Okay, that's going to help with that, but we are well on our way. We're going to build a reactor here in the next few episodes. Is my goal. I don't think that there's any other better power solution for us to do that, and so reactor. That's what's coming next. Let's get that. Let's get this high priority here. Get it nice and swept out and heat everything. I'm gonna start breaking that up so that we can fix this. This broke its containment here, so we have carbon and monoxide on here, and do we have anything else? Then we have polluted oxygen, a drop of chlorine gas, but nothing really that's gonna help us here. This thing is definitely pumping, so we need to close this off and just let it overfill. Oh, I paused it. And then we'll come in here at some other later date when it's drained out, and try again. And then we just need 2 different gases in here. And this stuff is just going to start pouring out here. That's not good. I guess we're going to have to start pumping that somewhere. Do we just drop it down here into our big water tank? And just let you overflow for a little bit. Maybe I can get some mop. Actually fix this water lock here. Okay, so whenever this gets done, or whenever this is done, we will have a handy dandy infinite storage, and we'll get this going. No big deal. All good. You guys are probably going to be pouring for a minute. Come on, get that. Nice. Over here, we need to get all the material out of here so that we can rebuild this. Is this full? Too full. Shoot. And where do I get rid of a packet? No, there's just a packet of ethanol gas hanging out in here somewhere, bouncing around. Come on, come on. Okay, time to close this up. Forget that. We'll just leave this hot stuff in there. This is not good. Oh, this needs to go somewhere else. And this can go all the way across and pour down here. So we are really just gonna, oh man, really just gonna take the easy way out of this. And that is just let gravity do the work. Okay, sillinesses. Someone's critical because they're working in water. Okay. I think it's pretty clear we need to start putting them in suits because they're working outside of their natural areas to be able to be doing this stuff in. How we doing over here? Is Ulti gonna be okay? Man. Dupes and water, man, they do not mix. Okay, this is just going to pour across, okay, and down, but it's going to solve this problem here of wetness. I do think that we should break this here and seal this here. And then that's gonna make sure that all the dupes that come down here are suited. And then we need to close this off here. Suits here. Hey, look at this wire. This is old wire. Okay, that's gonna make it so they can't walk past this. And priority 9 for that build right there. They'll have to be in suits for all this cheese. And then we can deconstruct these. Because now entering and exiting the base, they will have to have the suit on. Is there anywhere else that they can get without a suit? Okay, on the top of the base, we're gonna do the same. We need to do the same thing. And also we need to make sure that this is fine. They can get here. That's okay. Blah blah blah. That's okay. We need to. We're gonna either disconnect this, or we'll close this off. Close this off, and then destroy all these suit docks and just make a big suit dock right here. Where would be a suitable location for, I don't know, 15 suits? Maybe here, and then they can go up or out and up. What am I gonna put in here? Anything useful? Just more infrastructure as I get it is just gonna fill up that stuff. So it's all internal to the base. External to the base is really up here. I definitely think that right here is the end of our base. And 4 suits is not enough, in my opinion. Here, 8 suits. How about like 8 suits? Another thing I can do would be to put them here and then give them a plastic ladder right here. Well, they should be having a plastic ladder here anyway. Here's our mesh tile. There's 5 suits, and then we need to we'll lock this off so that they can't get out in and out that way. And then power to them. Sure, that'll be fine. and then ventilation to them. At this point, I'm really worried about, well, this seems to be packed. Once we have these 5 in here, oh, I don't want them coming up here once they get in and out. So we need to deconstruct these and then put in some mesh tiles. Then we got a landing zone, a bunch of dirty stuff, and then our bays here. Deliver unto me a set of suits. And then you can undock these suits and deconstruct this. Let's go make some more suits. Oh yeah. Hey, look, it's time for another blueprint. Here's another arbor acorn. Let's get it like 7 or 8 more of those suits going. All right. Down here, we're gonna lock this off now. I'm gonna get him to deconstruct that real quick, and then it's pretty priority to get him to do that. There we go. Okay, there we go. So now we have exits to docks. Hopefully this will sort itself out. Pikeapple bushes have died. I mean, it's true. This doesn't have power because this needs... Can we mop this? Like, a lot. Yes, get this stuff working. Okay, now can we freeze this thing? We are nice and full. Everything looks great. It'll auto break itself at -21, and that'll open the door, and that'll probably send this spiking pretty high. But I see that it's freezing down. We are actually getting nice and cold in here. Okay, we'll come back and look at this in a little bit. These are doing pretty great. I love it. I love this one. This is doing great. Om nom nom. Just 3 more of those, and I mean we can't get them, but if we could, we would. And then we plant these, replant these. We will get that cold. We'll get there. If we have to make template shift plates out of ice, we'll get there. It seems crazy. It seems like it might not be doing what I wanted to do. These are warm. Problem is the polluted water is at -11, so there's not much I can do. Okay. See how many we can make. Temp shift plates at 11 degrees. I think the template shift plates ultimately are a good idea. I think that they are really balancing the temperature in here. Just got to get this colder. And it might just be like, there might not be anything I can do about it. It might just have to be something that is super coolant. I do see that it's gaining that 10 continents of polluted water minus 12.3. It is gaining, so we'll just have to keep fighting this. Hey, this one's growing. Well, yeah. All right. Well, we're going to keep fighting that fight too. Up over here, now that we mostly have suits. She is doing her day. Oh, man. Okay, so can they not get through here? Okay, yeah, that will let them go through. Okay. Easy fix. Oh, they can still get in and out in here, huh? And do I want to let them in and out that way? I think the answer is no. So I think we're going to have to close this off like right here. I'll pinch it. We're going to pinch it right there. Steel's got it, guys. No worries. There she goes. Thanks, Steela. All right. All righty. Wait, how are you free? By what method have you escaped? You might just be the last of them. And heck, we can deconstruct this even and make another one of these. Might as well put some drywall in here since they're always going to be in this cool room. Sorry, everybody. That's a lot. They got wall right there too. Great. And that's just gonna give the docks time to fill up. What else we got? Furniture? We need furniture. A pixel pack? Well, we can't put pixel packs. Just some ceiling stuff. All right, deliver us. All right, this should help us quite a bit. What? Look at that unbreathable steam 14C. Okay, steam, you do you, buddy. These are some pretty hot tiles here. We put a statue here instead. This doesn't, or it looks like I didn't optimize right there. Not an ice block, but a fossil block is too big. Metal block. Nice decor room here, right as they're coming into the base. That should be nice burst of goodness for them. I don't need the ladders really. All right. And this really kind of deserves its own like little one-off little oxygen a spam, and the spam would take care of all of our oxygen needs here. I'm not really worried about this one pipe. Eventually we'll get there. Eventually we'll get there. It just depends on how heavily I lean on these docks here. We don't need the ladder either. Okay, so they stopped digging out here, and we probably are causing a gas problem over here. So something I would like to do would be to drywall up these little spots here and And ultimately, I think I want to have, well, okay, so the top of our base is all the way up here. I would like to put some bunker tile up here and then use an area over here for our reactor. It's going to be huge. There's not much I can do. It's just going to be big. The reactor is this big, and then I'm going to put radbolt generators all around it, and then we're going to do stuff with that. I could put it down here. The rockets I would really like to have on this line right here, and then maybe our diamond production here. So that means the generator goes right here in the corner. And then generators all down here and all over here, leaving maybe this spot to just be for the somnambulum, the 8 dupes we use for the somnambulum. Have you ever done that? It's actually something really fun to do. If you've got extra food, you can just dedicate 8 dupes to this. And then just feed that journal, and then everybody else gets huge buffs, like worldwide. So I really think that the reactor is going to be just like over here somewhere. Possibly here. Possibly here. Okay. Yep. So that's where we're going to start here, is we're going to try and work our way onto that. And then this is probably going to be all generators. Steam turbines catching the heat. Yep. So I need to make that a higher priority. Go. We have only 3 suits being used, or able to be used, so could let them in through here. Oh, actually, here is better. This one, just this one. Okay. Now we got more dupes that are going to come out, and then they're going to make their way out through here. Need a tile to go grab each one of these. Gives us free fossil, lets us have lets us keep that method going, getting our steel production, because all of this stuff is basically our steel for the game. Oh yeah, that's not a great idea. Hopefully that somebody can get to this. Well, half the job nails. There you go. Now we got power. Everything's back to normal. Yeah, great. New printables. Whee! I will definitely take some steel. Thank you very much for the steel. Coming back down here, let's take a quick look here. This is all working. This is hot. We have growing pike apples. Yes! Check out that minus 15. All right. There we go. Good and going. Reactor is not a problem. Make sure everything over here is drywalled. Pretty sure all that stuff is fine. We'll just make this stuff like 9. Dig through this first. I like that. This we should really grab 10 more dupes. We have all the food that we could possibly want. We should grab like 8 to 10 more and set up a synamony. This is going to take 8 dupes, and what this is going to do is we just feed these dupes and we make sure the dupes have food, and then they provide us power and a little bit of power and bathroom and restoration and restroom and stuff. So yep, that gonna dig that up. Dig this up because we're gonna put them in this room here. This will be good enough for their spot. Is basically gonna just be some it's just gonna be some wheels for energy so that they can put energy on the grid. And then a delivery system to the sonambulizer, and then the rest of it is just going to be their beds. They don't even need to be particularly happy. Oh. Oh, what melted? Oh yeah, that's hot. There is maybe no steam in here because there's the tile melted. I need to get some water in here. Like right now. Also gold. Gold was my choice here, not like iridium or steel. Get these things done. Oh no. Well, that needed to be made out of obsidian. I love a good test of the system. Gotta admit, it's pretty good stuff. This should be just an iridium tile. I get that. And then what is this? This liquid pump is iridium, holy moly. Like, okay, don't worry about that. Oh, I'm not even trying to pump to there. I'm just trying to get water in here. Come on, give me some water. Oh, looks like we have a hole here. I'm guessing that my conveyor rail melted. Yep, looks like it did. Hey, Bun. Yes, please. Dr. Pepper. Oh, and automation must have melted. Very nice, very nice. Looks like it did. Just melting everything around my base. Dig, 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 dig. You're trapped. What do you got? You got Mafic rock? We can make a thing out of Mafic rock here. We got plenty of Mafic. Here, make a stairs here. Good job. That is some hot metal. We don't need you. Deconstruct this. I mean, there's nothing I can do about that iridium. Like that, if it's over 800 degrees, there's nothing I can do. It's just we have to deal with that heat. These will start to run flat out, and that'll be good. Alrighty. Hey, you have things. You're full on diamond. Why? You're like really close to being full on diamond. Why are you not going? You have steam. Oh, well, I mean, that's not great. Um, oh, you're still dumping stuff off, maybe? Nope, this one's dumping its stuff off. This one's ready to go, I think. Checklist incomplete. It is not fully fueled. I see data bank. 400 grams. That's not kilogram. Okay, great. Oh gosh. Just lining the whole thing with obsidian just in case. Okay, they're all obsidian now. Except for these ones. You can go. I don't care. Go. I don't know if you can provide me with some water, but that'd be really nice. Do I have any liquid water handy? I don't. Well, I guess this is our first water pipe. Maybe I should be putting that heat over here. Yep, we're gonna need a place to walk right here, so let's tile this up and then put tile here. We're gonna need tile going across here. Very nice. And this is more of an 7 project. We're not trying to get that done right now, but everything else we are. Come on. Come on. Bye, Ren. Liquid hot magma. Eh. Put magma in the corner. Should be good. Should be fine. And then it'll heat this up a lot more, and this stuff will be able to handle it. Okay. Great. Why can't I use that? Don't worry, it'll be a level. It'll be 9. Some more else melt. Insulated pipe. Okay, useless insulated pipe. Perfectly fine. New printables are available. A Jabbo egg or a pufflet? Let's get a Jabbo. How you doing, buddy? Could use some food, but this stuff is too cold, huh? This stuff is very cold. Guess we're going to use my... Oh, look at how cold it is in that spot right there. This polluted water is 37. Just gonna do a bit of jump magic, and then up into here. Let's not be doing that. And then that'll allow these to flow the right way down. Snip that so that this flows the correct way. Okay, good. Look at on that. Very nice. Over here, we are getting pretty close to clean here. Unfortunately, it's a rather long walk for them to get over here. We have a yellow alert still? Oh, yes. Driving a mad. Well, that worked. Woohoo. We have illuminated this guy. He's got bright lights around him. What else can we do? He needs food, and we have not made any of this food. And the decor could be improved. Do 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 do. They are doing excellent work over here, closing this up. You didn't need to build that. That was silly. That's okay. Got some spore kids hanging out over here. It's kind of too bad that they weren't hanging out right here, but what are you gonna do? What does the decor look like over here? It's pretty maximum, but unfortunately it's bad over here because of the polluted water. This I'm not really even gonna mess with. Thank you for finishing that. Okay, in the next episode, we now have the room to start our reactor and get that going. It's gonna take a minute, and we're gonna have all kinds of fun trials and tribulations to get that thing done. I'm never excited for building a reactor, even though it is actually very fun once you get it done. You can actually forget about it, but until then, it's not fun. Anything else I want to do this episode? They're nice and cozy. Filling this up with water is a great idea here. This is done here, so there should be a moppable command to get this nice and clean. Great. One last thing. How did we go with? Did we melt literally everything? We really did. Melted the whole thing. Okay, well, we'll fix this with iridium real quick. Watch this shuttle launch, and then we'll call it an episode. Something else I could do is put that there. We still have like tiles right here that we can't get built. Yeah, that's part of building rocket silos. No big deal. Okay, power. You're disabled for some reason. Because the automation wire melted. So this says no, and this says no because we don't have a rocket on the pad? No, we have a rocket on the pad, so this should be yes. All right. So now it should be going. If there's a rocket on the pad, yes, and if it is not detecting steam. So we shouldn't be detecting any steam. It should just be pumping in just fine. Makes me really want to have a second one of these to fill it up even faster. Power issues. This melted this little wire here, so none of this stuff is connected. This is all connected. Okay. Where does this get connected to? Sure, no problem. Here, we'll speed this up. Bit more power. They did the ventilation already. Yay, great. They're going to build it real quick for me. I need automation because automation needs to be the same. Steam is 20 kilograms. Let's go down to like 10. How did they get below that? Okay, so now that should be sending us double the dosage of oxygen, or sorry, that's steam, into the rockets. And it needs 150. Fills up the next one. Yee! Bye, shuttle. Thank you for watching, everybody. It's been an episode. Have a nice one. We work on the reactor next episode. Bye.